in front of a loud but unmistakably tense crowd. MLB The Show's coverage of the Major League Baseball postseason begins right here. It's the one-game National League Wild Card playoff between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Arizona Diamondbacks.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. With that, here's a look at the Brewers' starting lineup. Steve, what has to happen if they want to survive the wild card game and move on?
Well, how about come out here and just swing for the trees? This is a great hitter's park, and you might need a big showing out of your offense to give them a chance to win. So this is the place to do it.
Number 3 heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 3.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 7:05.
Greinke steps into his windup, coming at him with the 0-1. Bat shatters as this is on the ground to first.
When you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Here's the 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, that's a really good at-bat right there to start this ballgame. Fouling off a couple of tough pitches, and then he gets the one he likes. Now they're in business here right away in this game.
Greinke over to first. Back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
Into the box, Eric Timms. He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. The second for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play.
Batting third.
Well, so much for that leadoff single to start the ballgame. Here's a good pitch to the number 2 hitter, and he gets him to beat it into the ground, and that's an easy double play.
Travis Shaw will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
And if you want to contain his bat, this is what you have to do. Work ahead in the count against him all game long.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Domingo Santana is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike.
And the runner back easily. Now the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, you get the 2-out hit. Now he's in scoring position after the wild pitch. Just goes to show you how quickly things can get away from you if you're not careful.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It's so important here to pick up the first run of the game from scoring position. I guess that's true in any game, but especially in the wild card game. Everything here is just going to get magnified 10 times over. You've got to make these opportunities count.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, and now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks' starting lineup. What's important for this lineup as they look to earn a berth into the division series, Psycho?
I think you're going to have to try to get on the board early and then don't let your foot off the gas. You've got to keep pressure on this club to not let them back in a ballgame.
A.J. Pollard comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 11, center fielder, A.J. Pollard.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana is in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
And this figures to be a very nerve-wracking game. I mean, both of these teams have played hard for 162 games, and now everything rides on just one game. One error, one wild pitch, one double play could be the difference between moving on or going home.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. He pulls this one into right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Oh, man, that's just digging that front shoulder down and then whipping that bat through the zone and just hammering it into right field. Those are the kind of balls that if you get a little bit of lift on it, maybe some backspin, that could wind up sailing right out of the ballpark.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Calling for it, Braun. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. J.D. Martinez set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. There he goes. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. On the move again from first. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And later in the the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a ball hit high in the air to right center, carrying well, and look out in the pool area. It's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Jake Lamb standing in now.
Jake Lamb.
On the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Batting sixth.
Brendan Drury set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 2 out with a man at first. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. They might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already, and that last one was smoked.
Looking to minimize the damage here, Ketel Marte is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
1-0 count, here it is. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about timing the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Standing in now, Jeff Mathis. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Timms is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Arizona. Leading off the inning, Ryan Braun, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
There now is Pollock, and he's got it for the first out. Standing in, Manny Pena. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Greinke's ready. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Line to the right side, and this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down. Ken Broxton takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High pop-up. Drury camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Neil Walker set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Neil Walker.
First delivery to him on the way. The short hit hard, reined in, and an underhanded throw is in time for route number 3. Brewers strand 1. They're down 2-0. Zach Greinke strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Now batting.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Here comes the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and heads up as he had to hit the deck for dear life that time. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit at third. Shaw gloves it. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder
David Peralta strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Tap foul at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Shot back up the middle. Broxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Zach Davies set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting, number 3.
Number 3 stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
I tell you, both of these teams have come out swinging the bats well so far. That's 9 hits between them, and this is still just the 3rd inning.
Eric Timms stands in. Greinke comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Good curveball, strike 2.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though. He's going to have to go grab a seat.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for this.
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves one. They trail it here 2-0. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it's Paul Goldschmidt that'll lead things off for Arizona.
Goldschmidt.
Here's the first pitch to him. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Gloved by Walker. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
The right fielder, number 28.
Digging in, J.D. Martinez. And he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. First offering on its way. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
Here it comes on 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. To third. Shaw has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Jake Lamb will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound. Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner will get back standing. Brendan Drury will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. This is flared out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Domingo Santana is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far. And
here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Show Track. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
In now, Manny Pena, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now on 2-0, we got a fastball count, and we got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
2-0 pitch on the way. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Marte into shallow left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder
Ken Broxton in now. Popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
On the move is Braun. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. None left for Milwaukee. Ketel Marte is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Diamondbacks here in the 4th. The shortstop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
And he had the perfect pitch to try that, right on the outside corner.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Braun has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Jeff Mathis is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
You know, good hitters in this situation, when you're down in the count, they tend to try to go the other way. We'll see if he does that right here.
Ball 2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he fights this one off to stay alive. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And so far he's been real effective using that inside part of the plate tonight. I don't think that pitch was even in the strike zone, and Show Track will confirm that for us right now. But I guess he felt like it was close enough that he had to take a rip at it.
Stepping in now, Zach Greinke. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. This one's flared toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks. Ken Broxton will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect him. This thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And this is handled easily, so quickly two are gone here to start the fifth.
Now batting, catcher, Zach
at the plate,
Davies.
Zach Davies. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Greinke looks in. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Martinez moving to his left, and that's the third out. Good work there by Zach Greinke. His guys lead it 2-zip. A.J. Pollock will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
And after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Smoked on the ground left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Trying to change the eye level there. After the fastball up, they come right back with an off-speed pitch at the knees. But he stays right on it, drives it for a base hit.
David Peralta will stand in. He singled and later scored back in the first. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 0-1 delivery. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out.
And while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
That's the last thing you want to do is put a guy on base right before you got to face a great slugger at the plate. That ain't going to make things easier.
Paul Goldschmidt will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he can square up.
Ready on 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there. just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will get this one. First and second here with nobody out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. EK, where are you going now on 3 and 2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3 and 2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The right fielder, number 28.
J.D. Martinez drives into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3 and 0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3 and 1 now.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. Now the relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Matt Garza is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Jake Lamb digs in now with 2 already home and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? 1 pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and the right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Into the box, Brendan Drury. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is... Number 3 will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
Fly ball out toward right field. On the move is Martinez. 1 out. Eric Timms ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Third baseman
Travis Shaw steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Greinke gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And this is fouled straight back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hot shot down the line. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Domingo Santana stands into the box. He's 0-for-2 so far in this one. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And Pollock will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0. Jeff Mathis will walk toward the plate as he'll lead things off here in the Arizona 6th inning. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Neil Walker will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. That's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
J.J. Hoover will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Chris Iannetta is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Chris Iannetta.
Eric Timms will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
He's set and the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Rips this one to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Now a long throw home. And he will beat the throw safe at the plate, and they're on the board. It's a 6-1 game now.
Well, apparently, they've still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Travis Shaw will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. The runner on first with 2 away. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And another foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Peralta under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Jared Hughes is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jared Hughes.
Chris Iannetta will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Domingo Santana will come forward now trying to stave off elimination. He'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the 9th.
Number 61.
So hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Push to the right side, and that's a base hit, so the leadoff man does his job here to start the 9th. Ryan Braun ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Let's check this out again on show track and see if this was a good call. It's a slider and it's on the outside corner. Home plate umpire's right on top of it. I don't know how you could really complain about that one.
Standing in now, Manny Pena, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. To second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ken Broxton.
Ken Broxton will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. First pitch of the at-bat. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. And that's too high, ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, I really think that having home field advantage here made a huge difference. And these guys are going to wind up surviving this one-game wild card playoff. So now it's down to the division series, where they're going to come into that game with just a little bit of momentum.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.